Welcome back to Mainely Motorsports. Steve Perry's off taking care of business, finding us the funding to keep this thing underway. So this week I'm joined by Travis Barrett from Green White Checker. You can get a link to Travis's blog and his web presence there by visiting mine at racingpaper.com. Hey, and guess what? We've got the new promoter at Unity Raceway here, George Fernald Jr. And geez, congratulations, George, on your new undertaking. Good luck, and tell us how this came about.
We started getting phone calls. Someone put out a rumor that we was going to take over, and it wasn't even thought of. And we kept getting phone calls for a couple weeks, and finally my wife said, "What's going on?" And I said, "You know, maybe we should look into this." And so we did, and actually we're doing a house, so money was tight like everywhere. And I said, if I could sell my old pro stock and trailer, we'd do it. And we put the word out, and finally we had some real good friends step forward, and we got a call Thursday night, and he said, "What's stopping you from doing it? We'd like to go racing." And I said, "Well, I need to sell the car." And he said, "No, don't sell your car." He said, "I believe in you guys, and I'll go to the bank tomorrow and get the money, get the deal done." So here we are.
All right, and of course, a very, very late start to get underway. And most racetracks start their marketing plans, you know, back in September or October of the previous year, and you got a lot of work ahead of you.
We knew that it was going to be overwhelming, but this is, I talked to my crew for my business and said, you know, I won't be available much this summer, but it's just way beyond what we anticipated.
George, in your own words, what has Unity Raceway meant to you? I think one of the things that I feel pretty strongly about is that when you talk about Unity Raceway and its local feel, and it's, you know, it's for average people, you embody that. I mean, the spirit of what you've done in terms of racing there, I think speaks to what Unity Raceway is.
It's like a second home during the summer and everything, and we just want to keep it going.
How long have you been racing there?
25 years.
What are your best memories? I mean, what are some of the best things that have happened to you there?
Oh boy, there's everything. You know, I can remember day one there when I first went out, and the track seemed like it was Bank Lake Lee at that time. And then I remember my first day in the pro stocks. I adapted real well to it at first, and Stan Reserve happened to be there. And I got out of the car, and he said, "How'd you do, George?" And I said, "Just fine." He said, "Hold your hand out." Well, I couldn't believe it. I could not hold that hand straight, and he got a biggest kick out of it.
Of course, now the family atmosphere at Unity is important, and you know, like the kids club and all that's always been a popular attraction. And of course, the kids division racing there, it looked to me like, you know, other than Beach Ridge, there wasn't going to be any kids division racing in Maine this year unless you stepped up to the plate.
And that's a good part of the phone calls we got. And I didn't want to see that die out because I'm the one that started all that. Unfortunately, there's the down part of this all is my kids can't race there this year. I'm going to let them do, you know, expedition races and stuff. But Alex lived to race that teen class, and now he's probably going to start him out in the pace car and lead him around, and they both have jobs instead of race cars.
All right, well, we got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with Travis and George here on Mainly Motorsports. All right, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by Team AJP, Snow Pro Trailers, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and all kinds of scroll sponsors and other sponsors that we all love and need to keep on supporting this show. George, tell us a little bit about opening day. First, I mean, practice this weekend, but opening day is still a few weeks down the road.
Yeah, because we're stepping in so late. We had to move opening day to June 1st. I'm going to start at 1 o'clock. We're going to run June 1st and June 8th, which are Sundays. Then we're going to jump right into the Thursday and Friday night show. 19th and 20th. And where it is so late, the Nasons realize this, and they're actually getting the place up and running and helping out immensely so it can open. That way it frees me up to do this, the promotion side of it.
Yeah, and that's great that the Nations are pitching in there after, you know, like those earlier releases 2 or 3 weeks ago. It just sounded like there was no interest whatsoever within the Nason family to get the place up and running this year.
Right, and honestly, this could not be done in such a short time without their help. And they're going to be available for me all year long.
George, you're going to pick up the Super Sportsman division this year. Talk a little bit about your goals for that.
We got the Super Sportsman. I'm basically sticking with all the rules that they had made up and everything. The only thing that I've done different is the old Super Sportsmen are going to get a weight break, and the new Super Sportsmen are going to get added weight in fairness of competition.
Yeah, and you said it's sort of in line with the past rules in terms
Yes,
of
yeah,
that division?
pretty much past rules. And
how do you think it'll help the car count?
I'm hoping it helps a lot. You know, I'm trying to get it so the old cars that can't afford to update and run with the new ones that will be able to compete against them.
Here's the one question that I'd like to ask, and I think the Nasons were pretty clear about they wanted somebody to lease the track, and then originally the goal was, especially when we talked about Ralph Jr. and Angie, was that they'd like to kind of in a year or two revisit it and take it back. Where do you sort of sit? I mean, it's a big leap to lease a track knowing that ultimately they may want to take it back.
There's no indications of that, and honestly, we hadn't thought about anything beyond this year. And from what I'm told and stuff by them, if we do a good job, we're there as long as we want to be.
Good.
All right, can you tell us a little bit about, you're going to run the 2 nights a week, Thursday and Friday. Can you give us an outline of what each night's program will be?
I believe we're going to start out at 6:30 with a whole new class, enduro style cars, basically right off the road, chain or weld the door shut and go. And I think a lot of people can get started and have fun with that real cheap, and we'll see how it goes. We'll start them at 6:30, probably a 25 lap feature, and then start the regular show at 7 o'clock.
Okay, now the Thursday night regular show, it's going to be on the bargain price scale there.
It's going to be 5 and 10 to get in. We're going to feature the enduro class, the teens, the ladies, and the men's mini class. And
then on Friday there, the more traditional classes.
The late model Super Sportsmen, the Pro 4s, the Wildcats, the Monster Minis, and more than likely the enduro class also with added entertainment.
Keeping the wings on those Monster Minis, huh?
If they want. If they want.
Well, come on, Sherrod's car looked so good last year. Yeah. With that big racing paper sticker on the right rear. And it's, what's the admission prices looking like this year on the grandstand?
The grandstands, of course, everything's gone up price-wise, but we've gone down. We're going to get $7, which is senior citizen price to everybody this year for the grandstand, and $15 to get into the pit.
Yeah, it's quite a bargain there, you know, bucking the trend. Anything else, Travis?
Are you having any fun yet, George?
I'll tell you, opening day, right now it's just been overwhelming. My wife is just off the wall. She, at first, but every bit of the family's getting into it, and hopefully we can do a good job at it.
And you will have an informational meeting on Sunday at 2 o'clock?
Yeah, Sunday at 2. There's practice all weekend, and I'm going to try and have practice every weekend until we open, and later next month the car show and stuff. But that's to be announced, and we're going to have an informational meeting just to any drivers want to come that don't know me. I know most of them. That's going to be the hard part, is most of these guys are friends of mine, and I want them to understand I'm on the other side now, and The hardest part for me is going to be that first decision I have to make against someone that's my friend, and they get upset at me for making it.